Bruce Fein, the International Counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has written to the Nigerian Supreme Court to reject bribes from President Bola Tinubu's camp and not compromise the ruling of the court on the case brought by Kanu. The Supreme Court will, on December 15, rule on Nnamdi Kanu's case against the Nigerian government concerning his illegal arrest and detention at the Department of State Service (DSS). Then, in the letter he wrote from Washington, D.C. on Saturday and obtained by Sahara Reporters, said the Supreme Court must not be intimidated or bribed by President Bola Tinubu, adding that his presidency is already on life support because of credible evidence of diplomat fraud or drug trafficking in the United States. The U.S. counsel to Kanu added that the Supreme Court would become a model for other African courts by giving life to judiciary independence if it rules impartially on Kanu and refused to do the bidding of the Nigerian government. Fein said, Honorable Justice, December 15, 2023 will be a day in Nigeria that will live in judiciary glory or infamy. The decision is in your hands. You have set aside that day to render judgment on the legality of Nnamdi Kanu's prosecution by the federal government of Nigeria. Everyone knows the Nigerian government ulterior motive to punish Mr. Kanu for exercising his constitutionally protected free speech right to urge self-determination for Biafrans through peaceful avenues of redress. This court should not be blind to what all the world can say. Indeed, a Nigerian High Court sitting in Enugu recently held the government at allowing indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, headed by Mr. Kanu, for advocating self-determination was unconstitutional. Further, on July 20, 2022, the Working Group of Arbitrary Detention of the United Nations, the Human Rights Council, found that Nnamdi Kanu's solitary confinement since June 2021 violated 16 international human rights covenants binding on Nigeria and under his immediate and unconditional release and repatriations. The Nigerian government has lawlessly ignored the working group's decision for over a year. The Nigerian government did not deny that it had conspired with Kenya to have Mr. Kanu kidnapped and tortured in Nairobi and subject to extraordinary rendition to Abuja in June 2021 and committed multiple crimes against his person. These crimes followed an attempted Nigerian government assassination of Mr. Kanu on September 14, 2017, which was largely condemned by the High Court of Abia State on January 19, 2022. A cornerstone principle of law stemming back many centuries is that crime should not pay. To rule against Nnamdi Kanu would permit the Nigerian government to profit from its own crimes and abandon more of the same. Under international law and practice, Biafrans have been denied the right to self-determination through a free and fair independent referendum arranged and conducted by a neutral international body as the South Sudanese enjoyed in 2011. This norm of international law is not reserved for Africa only. The United Kingdom offered Scotland a self-determination vote in 2014. The Canada also did that in 1995. In both cases, independence failed because the United Kingdom and Canada treated all their citizens even-handedly and under the rule of law. Nnamdi Kanu is seeking to undo the wickedness and avarice of British colonization in Nigeria. Amalgamation of distant people, including Biafrans, the Yoruba and the Hausa Fulani, was compelled by the British machine guns in 1914. Nigerians' boundaries were illegal at the birth-born of the cynical chant. Whatever happens, we have got the maximum gun and they have not. Not a single Africa had a say in Nigerians' boundaries, which endure today as a legacy of British lawlessness and the colonial policy of divide and conquer. Nigeria has been a chronically congealed artificial state since independence in 1960. The legal moral responsibility lies with the United Kingdom. To support Nnamdi Kanu is to expel the crucial unlawful remnant of British colonization in Nigeria. The British stole sovereignty from each distant peoples of Nigeria by abandoning the international law obligation to offer each independent referendum. Nigerians, I don't hear and so. Nnamdi Kanu's International Council has warned President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Nigerian judges not to take bribe, from Tinubu. He said Nnamdi Kanu must be released because Nigerian government is holding him against the law. So guys, let's hear from you. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you for stopping by. Bye for now.